sweats or like nerves. I just thought I'd be able to forget everything. Ladies, no phone.
Why is God silent? Why good men suffer? Why doesn't he stop the pestilence? Why doesn't he stop the wars? Here tonight, there's a drowning man. Just looking for some type of hope for the future. But there's a lifeline. Just reach out.
It's me. I'm terrible things to you.
It's not asking me for permission to go spend like whatever. And she, frequently will ask me, hey, babe, I want to do this. And it comes across people think she's asking for permission. She's not asking permission. As a steward of our finances, she's asking the availability.
So a recent study came out and revealed that nearly 48% of the people who look like me, black people, minority people, will make on average about $38,000 a year. Now, the average person in America will make anywhere between like $45,000 to $55,000 a year. And to be honest, I don't like that. You and I both deserve more than that. We deserve six figures if we're willing to put in the work. And I'm super excited because I have just recently partnered with an organization that can help you get there within 9 months. And that organization is called Bethel Tech. My friend Ryan here today is with me. Ryan, what are y'all doing over there at Bethel Tech that is changing people's lives in the next 9 months?
Yeah, we are the first online Christian coding boot camp in the world. We equip individuals with the most in-demand tech skills like software development, data science, UI, UX design. We just launched cybersecurity so that individuals can go into the marketplace and get high-paying, high-growth careers in the tech space.
Like how much?
Well, average starting pay for a developer is $65,000. It's not uncommon to be making six figures within a year, honestly. That's just where the demand is, and that's the rocket ship growth in the space.
So listen, we're about to get into today's show, but I want to make sure that you check out the link in the show description. Listen, Bethel Tech is changing your life in the next 9 months. If you can commit to 9 months, I promise you the next 9 years of your life has changed. Let's get to today's show.
What's happening? No cap. You get it all about the can to play. Pull up to the table.
Yo, what's going on, fam? It's your boy Anthony Neal. Welcome back to the table, the ATL edition. That's right. We're not at the table, but we have a table. It's not as dope as mine, but it will do what it do. Because I wanted to come down to Atlanta, have a dope conversation with my friends. And some of my friends actually met me in Atlanta to have a real dope conversation. Listen, today's conversation is going to be a little different. I met a friend, him and his wife have an amazing organization called Marriage by Design. And we're going to dive a little bit deeper into that. A solid couple. I met James, the brother of the relationship, the male of the relationship, on Clubhouse. Never heard his wife, but trust me, you won't want to hear hear his wife, because she has some knowledge for you. But don't forget, you guys, when it comes to relationships, one of the things I'm really focusing on when it comes to us single people is stewarding our single season correctly. And I want to encourage you to text the word relationships to 615-930-3431. Again, that's relationships to 615-930-3431. I came up with a free mini ebook that's going to help you have the hard conversations. And I promise you, after our conversation today, you're going to want to have the hard conversations inside of your dating situationship before you get married. Because this couple is going to challenge us. They want to convict us. Ladies, some of y'all are going to walk away like, ooh, that one hurts. Brothers, you're going to be like, yo, how do I design my marriage? So again, text the word relationships to 615-930-3431, or just click the information in the show description. But I don't want to put on a show. I want to get straight to it. Because today we're going to be talking about what is the best way to set up our families to win. Is that a modern relationship? Is that a traditional relationship? And we have experts in the building to walk us through that process. Let's get to it. And help me welcome to the table James and his amazing, beautiful wife, the other half, the best half of him. Don't pay him no mind, pay his wife all the mind. James and his beautiful wife. What's up, my guy? Ma'am? See? Ladies, I hope y'all are ready. And y'all, I'm gonna call it out. My back is hurting, so my team gave me a pillow. I'm looking like an old man today. I just want to call it out, because oof, I don't know what's wrong with
Putting that
me.
work in, man.
Yeah, man, putting the work in, and just my back just be, ooh, I felt that right there. Yo, so let's get straight into it. Yeah, let's get into it. I brought you in here and your wife. Good to meet you too for the first time. Because your husband be coming kind of hard on Clubhouse. And he was like, my wife. I'm like, we never hear from your wife. Stop saying your wife. So I was like, yo,
Like,
can
Tommy,
you
we ain't got no job.
Man, I tell you, you ain't got no wife. Right? I was like, yo, come on the show, but you gotta do it. Alright. So tell us about yourself, y'all relationship, outside of the expertise of relationship. Who are you, bro? What do you all do for a living? How many kids do you all have? How long y'all been married? What's that journey like? Quick, couple.
Yeah, man. Well, first off, we've been married our whole life. So
Your whole life?
yeah, whole life.
Wait. What just happened? What just happened?
No, that's just homage to my late grandfather. That's what
Okay.
you say. You say, granddaddy, how long you been married? You say my whole life, right? But we not only we're gonna get into the whole traditional relationship thing because we know we have a traditional marriage, but we're also big believers in young marriage. Maybe we'll touch on that a little bit.
Young married.
Yeah. So I met my wife when I was 18, freshman in college, and
You married her?
we ended up getting married as soon as I graduated 23.
Okay.
Right? So we started dating when I was 19. Within like 4 or 5 months, I know I wanted to spend the rest of my life with her. Absolutely.
No less.
No question, man.
It was a smile, but she had a beautiful smile.
Yeah, she does. And they say the best curve on a woman is a smile. Just
I don't know about all that.
Just kidding.
Look at that thing.
You know what I'm saying? So,
I'm gonna keep it a buck. You know what I'm saying? We'll keep it real on this show. The best curve is not it's the
that part is they say, right? For sure, we connected. We were in a co-ed service organization together, and so we got paired up on some service projects. And she fell in love with me, and
His story.
of course. So so she's the only woman I've ever been with.
Wait. Come on. This is the table.
Yeah.
Real. We keep it relevant. And we keep it relatable. So, what's your wife's name?
Yolanda.
Yolanda. I forgot. I'm sorry. Because I want to hear from James. He didn't ever say your name right.
James Weiss.
That's what I'm saying. I always say James White.
Right.
But really that's Yolanda's husband. So Yolanda's husband. You're telling me that this is the only one that you have.
When I say that, I'm very, very specific with my words. Of course, I had girlfriends in high school,
Okay.
right?
Yeah.
But from like an adult life, I've never been with another woman. Right?
She's like, you been with girls?
I've seen you with girls. Just one woman, right? We started dating when I was 19, right? And so, got married when I was 23, right? Been married for 15 years now. And, so to one woman, and many women, right? So you maybe get a chance to meet other sides of Yolanda. Yeah, right. So
Your wife was looking like unreal.
I'm saying many women.
Well, I'm gonna say, whoa, you just said one.
Right.
Now you're talking about it's one that embodies several.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah.
She's not.
I'm gonna pay for that later. For sure.
So 15 years, how many kids?
4 kids.
4 kids. What age?
12, 8, 5, and 2.
Oh, so y'all added some distance a little bit.
Yeah.
Some space.
Between each one is just like 12 to 8, so that's 4 years, and then 8 to 5.
It's 2 and a half between.
Yeah, 2. So yeah, just kind of I stitched up a little bit there. One boy that my son's 8, and then the rest is girls. So I got the numbers.
So you're a girl dad.
We girl dad for real, man. All the estrogen in the house, 3 girls. Me and my son, we gotta stay tight.
North Carolina.
North Carolina.
What part?
Greensboro.
Okay. I'll go to A&T line.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, that's gonna go out there, but I knew if I went out there, I would turn out, and honestly, respectfully saying this, I probably wouldn't turn into a hoe, so I know.
Good things.
If I know that's gonna be my fault, don't even go there. You know, just to so many people. Ladies and AIDS.
And it's curves, and smiles.
Yeah.
Right, curves. Yeah. But yeah, been married, man. I had a wonderful relationship, and there's been a lot of evolution of our relationship as well. So in that whole modern traditional conversation, we certainly started out in the modern, type of mode, if you will, where she was working, I was working.
So break that down,
Yeah.
because I think people watching right now, not everyone really understands, because I didn't know the difference between a modern and a traditional relationship until I met you at club. So what is y'all's definition of a modern relationship? And then what's the definition of a traditional relationship?
Yeah, so a modern relationship, it speaks to our modern day. Where you
Okay.
see more people where both spouses are working outside of the home.
Okay.
You're looking to divide up domestic duties evenly. You see a lot of them, it's like, hey, we're going to go 50-50.
Yeah.
Right? 50-50, like that. Maybe that's the term that people more, familiar with, right?
50-50 relationships.
50-50 relationships. And so, this isn't, we're not the first people to say this.
Right.
You probably heard it before, your audience has heard it before, but 50-50 doesn't work. It's 100-100, right?
Mhm.
And so, we understand in other areas of life that specialists tend to get better results.
Yeah.
Right? So if you're a doctor and you have a general practice, you don't get the same type of results that a specialist
Right.
does. If you specialize in a specific area, right? And so when we can specialize in, when it comes to things that we need as a family unit, I'm going to specialize in this area, and you're going to specialize in that area, and we have, watch this, equal importance but not equal roles. Equal importance but not equal roles, and we're going to be very, very intentional about, wait a minute, we have different roles. That's still a partnership too, because that's one of the misnomers I think is like, well, I'm more into a partnership. When people say that, like, I'm more into a partnership, the implication is this: a traditional relationship isn't a partnership, where we're in more that traditional role where you divide.
So traditional is, let's say for example, traditional. Are y'all traditional or not?
Tradition.
Okay, so in traditional, you're saying, okay, you pretty much make up, but her role is still, no, her importance, wait,
You're confused.
her importance is still just as important as you.
Absolutely.
But the role is different.
Right.
Absolutely.
Right. So in my traditional role, I take care of the house, I take care of the kids, and I assist James with whatever he needs. I was very heavily involved on our daughter's book project,
Okay.
and I was the one making sure it was shipped out, making sure we got all the supplies and all the vendors and whatever we were doing. But I was helping him and assisting him with, okay, this is what we're doing for the family. This is the business that we're running. This is the route we're going right now. But my main thing was to make sure the house is moving smoothly, make sure homeschool is going well for the kids, make sure clean, whatever it needs to be done. And then if James needs assistance in something else, he'll say, hey, babe, I need some help with this. And that's how we've always run it. Even when we were both working, our vision was for me to come home.
Okay.
This didn't happen
From the very beginning.
very beginning. We got involved in a business opportunity where we saw something that they had that we wanted.
Okay.
And it was, okay, we got an opportunity to come home, and both of us can be home raising our kids. And so when we saw that, and it was an opportunity for me not to have to go work for somebody else
Okay.
and not be away 9-10 hours a day,
Yeah.
and he working for someone else, and James is going off 30 minutes the other direction, and we are weekend spouses, or light spouses, and I'm giving all the best I have, all my energy, all my life, everything I have to a job that's cutting me a paycheck. And he's doing the same. And whatever we got left over to give, we're going to give to each other. And we knew we didn't want to live our life like that.
Okay.
And it didn't happen as quickly as we wanted. We actually had a child before I got to come home. She was 4, almost 4 years old when I came home.
Okay.
And James was working on getting me home. And so I worked outside of the house.
Okay.
And he worked at home. And he kept our child because we didn't put her in daycare.
Wow.
And so he would have her sitting on his lap
Working.
working. He would bring her. Fortunately, I only worked 10 minutes away. He would bring her up to the job so she could nurse, that she would take a walk.
Every day?
Every day, twice a day.
I couldn't get up there fast enough. I couldn't get up there fast enough, man. I'm telling you, because she was a little colicky as well.
Yeah.
So she had a 15-minute break. she would come home for an hour lunch, and then she had a 15-minute break in the evening. So 15-minute break, I'm there, 15 minutes. Whew, you know.
So he can breathe because she can breathe the whole time.
Your mom wants to be with her baby too. She wants to nurse, right? Right? You know what I'm saying? Like, I think we've normalized a lot of things that aren't natural. I don't know how natural it is for a woman to have a baby in 6 weeks of maternity leave or whatever the case is, and then you're back at work away from your baby, right? So, that.
It's not. I was after that because the women I work with, that they did it. We all sitting together, crying together because we don't want to be there. We want to be with our children. And again, like you said, it's normalized. And so we get comfortable with the discomfort of that heart-drenching pull that you have away from your child. And then as they get older, it gets easier. It just gets easier and easier and easier. And that's how it gets easier to send them off to school where they're away from you now for 7 or 8 hours a day. And so we knew we got to get home. I want this. I want to homeschool. I want the kids with me. I want to instill in them the values that we see fit. And so to the point where it was some classes this year that my daughter was taking online. She's 7th grade now. And we pulled her immediately. I looked at, it was a language arts class. And I was like, no, this is not going to cut. I said, give me a list of all the books. I was like, we pulled her. We put her in a completely, totally different online class. Because she's taking online classes. All of our kids aren't, but she's 7th grade. We were like, no, this is not going to work. This is way too graphic. It's got gory stuff in it. She's getting grossed out. I was like, no, we're not going to do that. And it was nice to have that option of saying, hey, you're not in public school. You don't have to learn what they learn. This is a private school online, but you still don't have to learn what they learn because we can just pull you from the school. I can find something else, or I'll do it myself, or I'll have my nanny do it. But it was nice to have that option, and I don't believe that it's important enough to other families to have that option because when you put your kids in school, they're gonna learn whatever it is that they say you have to learn.
Right. So, Rob, what was your reason to why you were doing that?
Exactly what she's talking about. So homeschooling is important to us because we just see a lot of the things that happen in this society. If you talk about Clubhouse, that's what we connected, right?
Yeah.
Right? Whether it's YouTube, whether it's Clubhouse, pick your social media platform. Most people are complaining about things that are going on in the world, complaining about how society is. We don't like this, we don't like that.
That's true.
Well, most of the things that we see as ills or some of the bad habits you picked up or some of the things that you did that got you off of the right direction, where'd you pick it up from? School, right? Like we spend most of our time in that environment, when we're children, because it is conditioning us to go on to be an employee for one, right? You look at the growth of the public school system and the growth of the industrial revolution, it kind of parallels there because you need people just smart enough to be, able to do a task for 8 hours a day, right? Smart enough to do the task, but not so smart that they can, give us pushback. So we didn't want to put our children into that type of environment, right? You talk about the school to prison pipeline, but we want to put our kids in school, right? So that was very important to us. And then outside of that, let's keep it real. This is what I don't understand with a lot of women is they're fighting to want to work outside of the home. When keep it real, I don't want to work outside. Right? So I don't want to go to work either, right? So I wanted to bring my wife home, but I also was like, I don't want to have a job either, right? So we just have a very high value and premium on freedom, on flexibility, right? On just being able to go, to be able to hop on a flight down here because we got the invitation to come, kick it with you.
Yeah.
Right? To be able to take our family. Last year we went to Europe for 2 weeks. Well, the whole family took her mom, as well. And so my daughter, right, my oldest daughter, who's a Polish author at 12 years old, she runs track. She was able to go to the Barcelona Olympic Stadium and see what Gail Beavers ran. She was able to actually run on the same track of Usain Bolt ran on in the London Olympics in 2012, right? I'm able to give her the experiences. This was in the middle of March,
Right.
During the school year,
Right.
What's happening? I can't do that. If she has a job, I got a job, we got to figure this out. Yeah, some different people can figure it out over the summer or whatever. We just didn't want to have to ask people for time off.
That's what I'm about to say. It sounds like the traditional world gives you the freedom to do what you want to do, when you want to do it, and how you want to do it. Are you saying that the modern world, what is your downfall with the modern relationship?
So at the end of the day, I obviously give space for people to do what they feel like is right for them.
Right.
What we advocate for and speak about in the traditional role so much because I think it's just so much misnomer around this idea that traditional men are dressing their wives neck barefoot and pregnant in the kitchen all day. It's like my wife is not fighting.
No, it's
to-
not.
She's not fighting the one to say no, send me to work and
Right.
you know things of that nature. We absolutely love that freedom that comes along with it. And the downside on the modern that I see is one, it doesn't have that freedom, and then two, going back to like being a specialist, right? So think of any organization,
Right.
be it business, be it the government, be it the military, be it a sports team,
Yeah.
where you just try to divide all of the responsibilities evenly. Think of a starting five in basketball. Think about how almost impossible it would be if we say, hey, this is what we're going to do. All of us going to average the same amount of points, same amount of rebounds, same amount of assists. Everybody's going to average, 15 points, 5 rebounds, 5 assists. Michael Jordan going to drop 40 on your head. So when Dennis Rodman come in, you know your role. Rodman, we don't need you to score.
Right.
Jordan gonna drop 40 on your head. We need you to get 15 boards.
Yeah.
Because we got the most lethal scorer in the game.
Right.
And so if you get 15 boards, that's 15 more opportunities for him to do what he does. And so when Rodman can specialize in, I got a laser focus on, I ain't going to handle rebounding. And Jordan's gonna drop 40 on your head, right? Like, now equal importance, not equal roles. Right? So I'm gonna go, I got the, like, I need you, I need your support in different areas, man. I need you, hey, can you handle this? Can you, do that, or whatever the case may be. But I'm gonna go out there, I'm gonna put up the points, right? I need somebody on the team to be able to get some of the assists, some of the rebounds, right? The amount of bandwidth that is lifted off my plate because I don't have to deal with the domestic, elements. You can't put a price tag on it.
We tried. Remember?
Oh, listen, we did.
How do y'all try?
You try to calculate, because so you would hear men saying things like, well, I could pay somebody to clean up. I could pay somebody to cook. I could pay. No, you can't.
You can't.
No, you can't. But not the guys that's talking about it. Like, because real talk. Because by the way, my wife does handle the domestic duties, right? That's her role, that's her space. But we do have housekeeper, we do have a full-time nanny as well. We have 4 kids, a lot of my wife, right? So I'm giving her assistance in that area as well. But men are the same type of stuff. You ain't really looked at housekeeping. You ain't really looked at it. Hey, come on. Like, I didn't even know this till we got out of it. Like, you gotta clean up for a house cleaner to come. Like, they don't listen. I do that now. I know, but
I clean up before she gets there to clean up.
right. So even with a house cleaner, you clean up.
Yeah.
Right? We got a house cleaner. I don't clean up for the house cleaner to come. Right? Oh, I can hire somebody like, right, you cannot afford a full-time chef to cook like 3 meals a day for, we eat out sometimes or whatever, 4 or 5 days a week. You can't, no, you don't. You can't. And that's just the cooking and cleaning.
So what about the ladies, Ms. Yolanda, who are saying, you know what, I hear you all, but I actually enjoy working. Can she still be a traditional wife if she enjoys being a nurse, if she enjoys being a school teacher?
I think that goes against that's modern. A woman that works outside of the home is a modern woman. Traditional. That's just a definition. That's just a definition. A traditional woman would be in the home. You can have some traditional characteristics, but you couldn't qualify yourself as a traditional wife if you are outside of the home the majority of the day. You're working full time. That's a modern woman. You're earning a paycheck. You're bringing that paycheck back to the home. That's a modern woman.
And that's okay. Just realize that it's not okay for us. Like, our situation, but for somebody else that desires that, it's okay. And so our biggest thing is, like, it's okay that you make whatever choice you make. What I want you to do, though, is just understand that choice and the implications that come along with it.
Man, what? The #1 rising entrepreneur in today's day and time is a black man.
Mm-hmm.
Ladies are more educated than black men. And it's like,
Why they more enrolled?
no,
No.
they are graduating more than men, black men. black. I'm speaking of black. Okay. You know, so black women are graduating more than men, and they are starting more businesses now. They may not be as profitable as men, but they are the number one rising entrepreneur.
Are you referring to boss chicks or?
Yes. Right.
Wake it up.
You friends like the boss chicks, and I hate that philosophy. Like when I hear women say she's a boss chick, I'm not sitting in the eye. If I hear women say she's a boss chick, it turns me off because I feel like, yeah, it's like there's a tear.
Yeah, because
Come
I'm
on.
talking about boss shit.
Yeah, man, I'm serious. I'm like, when I hear that, I'm like, yo, if you're a boss chick, does that make me an employee? And I don't want to be an employee in my relationship. You know, and I'm not saying I'm going to be the boss. I'm going to be the head. Well, in my home, I will be the head, but it will be a partnership. If that makes sense.
Well, it just speaks to leadership.
Yeah.
So here is something I would, challenge a lot of men on. There's a lot of men that gravitate towards the edge. I'm gonna be ahead of things of that nature, right? Like that comes with some weight and some responsibility on your shoulders, right? And we might have a natural predisposition toward leadership, but that doesn't mean that we are skilled. We have worked on it to a skilled level of mastery. Right? So that's something you actually have to work on. You look at reference Michael Jordan, right? Or Kobe or LeBron, right?
Yeah.
And we talk about, man, they were just like, he got some God-given gifts. And sometimes we say stuff like that and we almost forget that it doesn't negate the amount of work he puts in as well.
Right.
So you might have been, as a man, given God-given gifts of being a leader, but you still got work too.
Yeah.
Right?